Hello everyone, this is Adam with AEW Maine Treasure Adventures. Today, we are back out at Swan Lake Dam to dive in and metal detect the swimming area to see what we can find. Now as you can see, there's ice on the lake. We're going under it. We were here a few times this summer when it was a lot warmer out. Let's get wet. Oh yeah, before we go any further, I have an awesome new piece of equipment that I want to show off. This will make a huge difference this year with diving and cleaning out all the swimming areas around the state. So back to the dive cave. Vroom, 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 vroom. Screech, 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 screech. I just received my mail today. Let's see what we got. Now this is super cool. I was recently contacted by Ashley, one of the OrcaTorch dive flashlight dealers. She wanted to know if I was interested in testing and reviewing the OrcaTorch D570-GL dive flashlight. I told her I would absolutely be interested as long as I can give my honest opinion, whether good or bad. She said yes, so here we are. This is the OrcaTorch D570-GL 2-in-1 dive flashlight. Just for transparency purposes, this flashlight was donated to me. I am not getting paid, nor with any clicks of links or purchases do I get any kickback. This is purely testing and reviewing this dive light. These dive lights are sold by the official OrcaTorch US Amazon store called Outdoor Equipment Expert. I'm going to add their link in the description along with a 10% off discount code that they have created for me to give to my subscribers. We'll get back to this after I test out the light. Let's jump right in. Let's take a closer look at everything that comes with this purchase of the OrcaTorch D570 dive flashlight. It comes with the 2-in-1 dive light 1000 luminums white beam light and 1000 meters green laser LED. For the laser, that's 3,281 feet. How cool is that? It comes with 2 rechargeable batteries. I really like this as I can use one until it's out, recharge it while I'm using the other battery. The batteries are graded with a runtime of 1 hour and 51 minutes each. Comes with a battery charger with a USB cord, 3 O-rings in case one goes bad, you have some backups. The lanyard, this can attach to the bottom of the flashlight. The OrcaTorch product sheet. The user manual. The warranty card. Make sure you fill this information on the card after registering your dive light. Also, just FYI, this is something I haven't heard other videos talk about, but it states right in the user manual under the product warranty, please make sure to register your OrcaTorch product through the official website, www.orcatorch.com, to get an extra 1-year warranty. I'm going to put both batteries on the charger and make sure that they're fully charged. One of the first tests that I want to do is test the longevity of the battery life. One of the features that I love is the fact that the dive light has a battery indicator built right into the switch. As you can tell, we are fully charged because of the green light, and we are ready to test it out. Now, the first test that I'm interested in checking out is how long will the battery last in warm water and then in cold water. Will it last the full 1 hour and 51 minutes that the battery is graded for in both scenarios? I don't recommend letting the batteries completely run dry, as this is not good for any type of battery. And as long as the batteries get to the hour and 51 minute mark, I'm happy with that. Anything else would just be bonus. In both scenarios, I'm going to let them go to the hour and 40 minute mark, and then I'll keep checking on them every couple of minutes. The warm water tests around the 1 hour and 42 to 1 hour and 43 minute mark, the light did turn off. It was due to the feature called Intelligent Overheat Protection. I turned the dive light back on at the 1 hour and 44 minute mark. The battery indicator was blinking red. I let the light run until the 1 hour and 56 minute mark and then turned it off. Minus the 2 minutes, it ran past the runtime. The cold water test, I put everything right in the refrigerator. I ran the entire time. I kept checking it every couple of minutes after the 1 hour and 40 minute mark. I did decide to take it out at the 1 hour and 51 minute mark, as it's proven to meet the grade of the battery life. As you can see, the battery indicator is blinking red, which means that it has less than 10% of the battery life left. So it probably would have ran for another couple of minutes. We need to go find one of our shark friends, the basking shark. Second largest shark alive in the world today. Let's show him this laser. I've always wanted a pet shark with a laser on its head.
You know, I have one simple request, and that is to have sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their heads.
Let's go. Yeah. I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shoot tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter.
A few days after getting the dive light in the mail, I injured my left shoulder. And no, it wasn't dive related. Since my injury about a month ago, I've attempted to dive 10 different times in a couple of locations that were not completely iced over. Mainly, I wanted to test it in scenarios that I'm normally in. But because I usually dive by myself and I'm not able to use my left shoulder all that well, for safety reasons, I'm going to test it in a pool. I ended up going to the Waldo County YMCA, right in Belfast, Maine. I talked with all the amazing employees over there to see if I might be able to use the pool some night before they close. They gave me permission, and 2 days later, I was the only one in the pool. They turned all the lights off in the pool area, and I started running all my tests. If you live in or just passing by Waldo County area and need a place to go unwind by working out, swimming, they have it all, from the indoor track, their swimming pool, jacuzzi, basketball courts. They even offer childcare programs, along with all kinds of other activities for both children and adults, all at a reasonable cost. They are a non-profit organization, so whether it's a day pass or an annual membership, it's worth it. They do so much for the community. I'll add their information in the description below. I was in the pool for about 45 minutes. I tested out the distance, the brightness of both the green laser and the white light. I even used some of the old treasure that I found last summer to see what it would look like underwater. This was a 14-karat gold ring that I found over at Lake St. George State Park. This pewter figure was found over at Toddy Pond. This is a silver ring, stamped 925. I also found this over at Lake St. George State Park. As I was testing the light, I personally fell in love with it. It's 10 times brighter than the light that I was using. I can focus the spotlight on the area that I would normally be metal detecting. I love the laser. I think that will benefit me when I'm diving with others. I can point out things to them. I will also use it to play with some of the fish and other animals in the water. Now, on a side note, make sure you do not shine this light or laser in anything's eyes, as it can cause damage. I absolutely recommend the OrcaTorch D570 2-in-1 dive light. I will put the information about the official OrcaTorch Amazon store, outdoor equipment expert, including the 10% discount code. This code is good from right now, March 6th, 2023, until midnight on September 30th, 2023. I'll add the link and all the information down below in the description. Anyone who does anything in the water could benefit by utilizing this light, whether you're a recreational diver or a commercial diver. If you need a primary light or a secondary light, the OrcaTorch has you covered. Now, depending on what you're doing, I would recommend a couple different setups. If you're a dive guy, run dive classes. If you're diving with friends or a group, a rescue diver. Setup-wise, all you really need is just the light, hook it to your BCD vest, and use it as needed, whether a primary or a secondary light. I would recommend a little bit different setup if you're doing something similar to what I do. I dive and clean out swimming areas by underwater metal detecting. My hands are typically full. I've got my metal detector, I've got my GoPro stick, along with my Garrett pinpointer. I would recommend getting the OrcaTorch diving flashlight glove. It's a hands-free flashlight holder designed especially for the OrcaTorch, or the OrcaTorch HM01 helmet mount. This way you do not need to carry it in your hand. I personally will be using the glove. This way I can use it on the same hand that I hold my GoPro stick and Garrett pinpointer with. This dive light really should be used for water purposes only. However, I have taken this light camping with me in the middle of winter in Maine. I used it as a light at night in the tent, and I used the green laser to play with some of the deer, squirrels, and chipmunks. They loved it as much as I did. Just be careful if you do use it for other things, as it can get extremely hot. It does have the feature called intelligent overheat protection, which will shut the light off at a certain point if it gets too hot. But again, it's really designed as an underwater dive light. Here is a recap of some of the impressive features that I like about the OrcaTorch D570-GL diving flashlight. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you purchase the OrcaTorch, I know you will enjoy it as much as I have. I'd love to have you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'd love to see you come back on all my adventures. Every Monday, I release a new video on diving and underwater metal detecting. My main focus is to clean out all the swimming areas and waterways to make it safer for the swimmers and better for the future. I find all kinds of treasure along the way. I always try to showcase all the garbage and the treasure that I find.
Cool. You mean I actually have frickin' sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their frickin' heads?
AEW out.